I still remember the first place that I was when I heard of Sam and Violet. And I was sitting at work, and a friend of mine sent me a Spotify playlist and was like, "Hey, you gotta check these guys out."
What?
And I still remember, and I clicked on it and started listening. I was like, "Oh man, this is awesome!" And our mutual friend came in and he said, "Yeah, that's Amber and Sammy."
What?
And I said, "There's no way that that's Amber." And Sammy can play the guitar.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
and
so
so
sweet.
and it was, and I still, and then for the next 9 months, I literally listened to that album on repeat in my office.
No
It's
way.
kind of working. Yeah, I kid you not. And
I have goosebumps. Tobias, that's awesome.
Wow.
so I have to know, how did Sam and Violet come about?
Wow, that's a long story.
The short version is I had a baby. We hadn't played music together in quite a while, and I had a baby, and I wrote a song, and we had planned to never write music again. And
Grown-ups.
We were decided to be grown-ups.
Yeah.
We had kids, And anyways, I called him and I was like, I wrote this song. He's like, let's meet up. And I think our spouses both knew like we were not getting that like creative outlet, and it was leading to some sadness.
I was turning into a grumpy old man.
Yeah. Yeah. So we just started meeting up in his church building. It was like in the attic, and just started meeting late at night when the babies would go to bed, and we would write. And so the EP, that was the original 5 songs, that was from that. Mm-hmm. And then we decided to do a full-fledged album.
Yeah. Yep. And it was a lot of fun.
And Sammy did all the engineering, we co-wrote most of the songs. Some he wrote completely, some I wrote the lyrics to. I'm not a musician at all. But he recorded the whole album himself, did it all himself. We had Quinn Hill on drums.
Quinn Hill. He's a big name around here now.
Grant played bass.
Grant Hill played bass. We had another drummer,
yes,
Alex Stoops.
Alex
another
Stoops,
drummer.
Yeah. We had so much fun making
fun.
that album.
Yeah.
A lot of familiar names there from the Mountain Home Music.
Yeah.
So y'all had such a unique sound. Where do you draw on for your musical influence? Like, what sort of influenced you along the way? Because there's not really a whole lot out there that sounds like you guys.
I think we both grew up so deep in church that I think that's kind of a big thing. Like, I mean, I grew up in such a sheltered kind of childhood that like I didn't even listen to secular music till I was like 18, when I got invited to play in some bar bands, and I didn't even know what like Motley Crue was, you know what I mean? Kind of stuff. And so I think like we kind of had like this growing up in music where we learned to sing and play, but we weren't really part of like what was happening. And then when we discovered it, we felt like
our minds exploded,
hiding it from us this whole time, and so. But I think at the core of who we are, it all like kind of goes back to those, late night church services, and learning when you're a kid learning to play, and they're just like go up there and play something, you just got to figure it out and make stuff up and play for hours. I think. At least I think for both of us, that's a big kind of source of us for both of us.
I agree with that.
We can't help that it bleeds into everything that we do,
We've both tried to like quit and like be done with it and be what we call a grown up, and it's just like in us, and I agree with that 100%. I think too we grew comfortable with the type of churches that we were both raised in. Like there was a lot of like spontaneous moments in music where it was just like play whatever is in your heart and in your soul, and I think we got comfortable with that feeling of like vulnerability in the moment of music, and like being comfortable just like singing from our heart in the moment. And I think that really helped us.
Yeah.
And how we write together. Because I've tried to write with other people, and it's just not, and the same for him. And we both just said like, it's just not the same vibe, and there's a sense of safety there too. So.
Well, you've created a truly unique style. So let's hear another one.
Okay. This one is Affection by Amber Run. Always turns out that I messed it up already. Sorry. Do you want me to keep going?
Restart.
Okay. Sorry.
Your mess up is better than most people.
I don't know the words. I'm so bad at words unless like he wrote it or I wrote it. I don't remember. And these are so close to the same that I get turned around. I got my cheat sheet. I'm ready to go.
That's fine. I almost started playing Chardonnay anyway.
Trust me, it always turns out the same. Affection has always been a little game. Forgive me, it's one I've never understood. Love to me has been as bad as good. I've been drowning in the water that you're walking on, and floating through the air while you float on. Hey ya, I'll kiss you as I wash your skin. Hey ya, forget myself and let you in. Hey ya, all I want is that cold affliction, your affection. Believe me, it happens all the time. Affection can be as cruel as it is kind. Oh, lover, won't you give me a sign? Love can be as deaf as it is blind. I've been drowning in the water that you're walking on, and floating through the air while you float on. Hey ya, I'll kiss you as I wash your skin. Hey ya, forget myself and let you in. Hey ya, all I want is that cold affliction, your affection. Ooh, your affection. Hey ya, I'll kiss you as I wash your skin. Hey ya, forget myself and let you in. Hey ya, all I want is that cold affliction, your affection.
So I gotta ask, I haven't seen you all around in a while playing anything in town. So where have you been?
Where have you been?
Where'd you come from? Where did you go? I got pregnant. And we had an idea of like playing house shows and that kind of thing, you know, keeping it small and quaint, because the table was that album was very, I don't know, intimate and community oriented, and just about gathering around a table and sharing lives with one another. So we thought that'd be cool. Like we should just tour homes and like keep it really food and that kind of thing. But I got pregnant and
man, we're just like,
and so it goes.
We're grown-ups, like we got kids, and we're both helping run businesses,
Yeah, he has a
at our
business.
home, and she's helping run their family business, and you know, it's just time, you know, next thing you know, like 2 or 3 years have gone by again, and you're like, yeah, we haven't really done much, you know.
All this adulting getting away.
Right, all this adulting.
Yeah.
It's good though. It's good to, you know, I feel like when we have time away, you cherish these types of moments more, you know.
Yeah.
Because you're not able to take it for granted.
Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask. So what does the next chapter for Sam and Violet look like?
Well, we were kind of discussing this beforehand, but a couple months ago, Sammy sent me a text message and was like, hey, I was thinking it'd be really cool to produce a solo album for you.
It's literally been a dream of mine since we met, like, because we've probably been in like 4 different bands, I think, together. And, you know, Amber works so great in a band, and she's like the best team player. Like, if you want to be in a band with somebody, you want to be in a band with Amber. But I've always had this dream of like, because when you're in a band, like, there's so many people saying like input, like the drums gonna be like this or like this. And I've always, you know, Amber's really awesome at like just being a team player and getting in there. And I was like, I wonder what it would be like if Amber called all the shots. Like, what does Amber's record sound like? You know, because I've made some solo project stuff, and I think people around here and a lot of people we know haven't really heard like real Amber, you know, and that's something I've always been passionate about because she's got a lot of cool stuff to say. And I just love engineering. I'm kind of a geek to that, and I thought it'd be fun to produce that. So I think that's kind of where we're going next, and I'm really excited about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really excited too. I'm more nervous and freaked out of my mind than anything, but it's exciting for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm honored that he would want to do that because he is truly gifted and like stupid gifted. It's annoying.
And the fun thing is, it's like we've been in like 4 different bands together. It's kind of like we're just doing the same thing. We just
Right.
keep changing the name up, you know what I mean, or changing the name or the format. But when we get together and have our writing sessions, it's like, hey, you know, it's just the same. We just kind of have a system that we've
Works.
just kind of fallen into from, you know, you learn from being with someone so long in an artistic relationship that, you know, it's just so easy, you know.
I've noticed this time around, he's more like, what do you think? Because I'll be like, what do you think? He's like, well, what do you think? I'm like, I don't know. I was kind of thinking this, but I don't know because I'm just not confident. I mean, I hear stuff, but I'm just not confident it's good. So he's been really helpful in like giving me that confidence and like giving me a safe place to like spit out ideas even if they're terrible, you know.
Which they rarely are.
But okay.
But anyway.
Okay.
Well, I cannot wait to hear how this comes out. I mean, I know it'll be phenomenal, but I'm really excited for that. And,
Thank you.
So with that, let's hear another one.
All right. This is Chardonnay. If all I had was you and cards and a Chardonnay, I'd be happy, babe, wouldn't you? If all we had was peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, we'd keep trying our hand at this every time we think we're through. Come rain or shine, hell or high water, it's you and me. Come with me, I got you, babe, it's just you and me. If all I had was you and wheat thins and getting mad at you cause you always win, trading all that would be a sin, don't you agree? If all we had was our little Zorro and memories in that old condo and rapping songs with the word rondo, that's enough for me. Come rain or shine, hell or high water, it's you and me. Come with me, I got you, babe, it's just you and me. If all I had was you in the AT&T store with you knocking at my heart's door, I'd never know what life was for, but now I do. I could never thank you enough, so I wrote down all my favorite stuff and thought I'd sing this song for you anytime you get blue. Blue, 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 blue. Come rain or shine, hell or high water, it's you and me. Come with me, I got you, babe, it's just you and me. If all I had was you and cards and a Chardonnay, I'd be happy, babe, wouldn't you?
That's awesome. So this is my last question. We've talked a lot about adulting.
Yes.
What would the adult Amber and the adult Sammy tell their younger selves? And this is for the younger musicians out there, maybe the people that through all this COVID-19 stuff maybe have picked up a guitar or an instrument for the first time and have really fallen in love with music. What do you say to those younger people that are just starting out? What advice do you might maybe have for them?
You're not broken. I think for me, being creative, I always felt like there was something wrong with me because I didn't fit in anywhere. I was supposed to go to college, I was supposed to do all the things, and like that's what all my friends did, and so I just never felt like I had a space, and like there was no room in the world for me. And the gifts that I had or the things that I loved didn't make sense and weren't going to pay the bills and all of those things. So I would say to my younger self that you're okay, and there's no reason to hide, and there's no reason for shame. And just keep going, keep writing, keep singing. Big change for me. Making it changed for me. When I had babies and got married, I realized like big was showing up for my husband and loving him well, and showing up for my kids on a daily basis and loving them well, loving my friends well, loving my community well. And then this was like icing on the cake, and I get to make music. Instead of like music being the point, like it became secondary, but in like a really beautiful way. And instead it became like ease, like an easy thing. I wasn't pushing and striving all the time. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think a good dose of patience is what I would tell myself
patience.
to have. And I probably wish through the years I would have been more in the moment and not so focused on big abstract goals that probably were a little kind of crazy and whatever. And because that's why we keep coming back to music. We do take a lot of breaks, and we're just living our lives, and we're just kind of regular people that happen to like playing guitar and singing. But I always tell people as a joke, like, because I don't fish or hunt, but music's kind of like my fishing. It's where I go to kind of let the part of our regular days that stresses you out, or what, all that kind of adulting and stuff. And to the young people out there, I mean, that's what music started out for me, was the way to get that stuff out.
Yeah.
That it was that or violence,
Yeah.
So pick music,
Pick the way of peace.
Yeah, right. So that's, and especially in these crazy times we're living in, I think music is a powerful tool for people. It's not about whether you think you're the best, because all any of us have to do is like get on YouTube and find 50 people that are like smoking better than anybody on the planet. It's not about that. It's just finding like your voice in your instrument, in what you sing, in whittling wood, or filming stuff. You find your voice in that, and and I think that's what I found is like the true beauty of the arts, and why it's so important, and why you can't really turn it off ever either. And that's kind of a sin to your own self to do that.
Yeah, that's good. Don't turn it off, guys.
That's awesome advice. Well, thank you both so much for being here today. Thank Sam and Violet, and make sure to check us out: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Make sure to tell all your friends to watch out for the next acoustic sessions coming out from Americana Tradition.